Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and welcome back to our Steel Republic series. And today we're going to be focusing on trains. Right, the problem with yesterday's episode with my voice is, I'm getting sick. It's probably just a cold, but it doesn't really matter. Still, sorry about this, guys, but still, I want to play if you don't want to listen to it. I have a little bit of cold, and I'm going to try to edit everything disgusting out. No, it's all fine. Anyway, Mr. Moore, welcome back. Thank you, brother, for everything. Julian, we have a couple of discussions regarding the pipes, trains, quality of apartments, and I would like to address those. First of all, let's go with quality of apartments. Yes, Julian was right here. You can test the quality, if the quality of apartments are affecting productivity, if you copy-paste two cities. And I actually did several of those tests, not with productivity, but with the needs of people. You can just build a simple city I suggest with vanilla buildings. And you can copy-paste the whole city except the residential buildings. They can be different qualities. I am pretty sure that you can do something like this. These vanilla buildings here, this one and this one, they take more or less the similar space. They are only 2% different in quality of apartments, but they are footprint-wise, they should be similar. So if we take... maybe not. Wait. There we go, this one and this one. What's the quality of apartment difference? 96 and 91. Yeah, this is even better. So they take more or less the same space. So you can build city with these two types of buildings, two different cities. And you just put infinite money and let it run. You know, you need to propaganda and stuff. Maybe you don't, but you can see you need a city hall to see the productivity of people, and you can measure it over, let's say, a year. Just speed it up and whatever. It's nothing's gonna happen. Everything is on free money. After a few months, after a year, you will have a good approximate. You can see how your productivity is different between two different cities with different quality of apartments. So yeah, that's a really good thing. But Julian said, now on the bad things, let's go with pipes. Pipes in the city centers. I don't know this, and I never saw it. If, let's say, St. Petersburg, Moscow, Warsaw, Chelyabinsk, even city centers, like that means like city squares or close to city squares, or close to city centers, did you have overhead heating pipes in those cities? Because I don't remember any photos from that era, like 60s, 50s. If the city centers of those cities, how far from the city center you actually have overhead pipelines going around. Of course, you wouldn't have, overhead heating pipelines going over the Red Square in Moscow. They obviously were somewhere. And I would assume that those heating pipes would be mostly outside of the city, going to the city and then underground. Okay, so we can prove that probably heating pipes from the beginning were put underground, especially if it's important location. I don't think Uncle Joe was happy to have overhead heating pipes in his Kremlin residence. But anyway, so obviously at some point they went underground, and at what point? What's the city size that you have to have in order to do these things? What are the circumstances? I understand that some cities, especially in the beginning, like Norilsk, probably Murmansk in the north, Arkhangelsk, potentially everywhere the pipes were overhead, but I'm pretty sure that Novosibirsk, Chelyabinsk, in city centers, they did not have overhead heat pipes. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm guessing here, so yeah, that's my 2 cents, and I would say that the pipelines potentially didn't go overhead everywhere. So yeah, Jesus, how many messages? Happiness too low. Really? Okay, let's see this. Let's address this. This is gonna be in the beginning of the episode and end of the episode. What is the happiness here? I will address the rest of the issues in a second. So let's go with this. 51%. Okay, 50%. 51%. 51%, pay attention to this. We need to address this later. Okay, rest of the messages, it's 10 pages. I just keep destroying them. They come so fast. Anyway, Chris, if you're watching this, I know that your attention span is of hummingbird. So if you're watching this in first few minutes, Adolf Berg Way apartments, also Chris created those, and they're absolutely amazing. Thank you, Chris, for your hard work. This is absolutely, I love these. We created these several episodes ago, but anyway, it's a good thing to show. Okay, bosses here are creating this. No, buses, really? That's a footpath, not a bus. Yeah, but we called it bus, and we need for this construction. Groundwork? No, groundwork is not needed here. Yeah, it is. Groundwork needs concrete. Yeah, just go with both of them. And then we have, oh, they finished this one. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, everything is done except the tunnel. Perfect. Right, addressing some other issues. It's the trains versus trams. We will focus on this a little bit. I feel strongly, at least at the moment, I might be wrong. Again, I change my mind often, so I might be wrong, so I'm not gonna focus on this too much, because, no, I would like to focus on this because I want to change my mind, but as far as I can see it here, us transporting people with train sets is cheaper than transporting with trams. So I wanted to address this just because we can do like this. Okay, let's choose 300 people capacity. Let's see train sets. We can go for cheaper one just to be, you know, this is what I'm considering for our trains. I think 3 or 4 trains might be enough to transport people all the way here as fast as possible. So I think 3 or 4 trains with 300 people will be able to transport enough people to all of this industrial complex that we have. With trams, because they're half the speed, we're gonna need double the capacity. So for example, let's go for one train. One train here, it's 106,000 rubles. We're losing a little bit of money. Should we address this? Yeah, I think I should. Do we have those exports still running? You know what? I'll set this guy up again. This should resolve the issue. Hopefully he's gonna be there on time. But anyway, even if he's not, let it snow. We'll see. Maybe I'm gonna take a loan, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so the trams versus trains. Sorry, train sets. So we have the again train set that costs 106,000. It goes 100 kilometers per hour. And it carries 325 passengers. Okay. So trams. What is the capacity of trams we need here? Should we go for the cheapest version? Let's go for the cheapest version. It goes 45 kilometers an hour, so that's less than half, 90 people. That would be, we need 3.5 of these. So 3.5 of these would cost 45,000. Let's circle this to 10,000. That's 3.5 of these is 45,000. So we would have to have 3 to 4 trams, 3 to 4 because it's in the middle. Let's say 4, let's say 3 trams. We're gonna have sets of 3 trams 7 times, 6 times. If we're gonna, no, 8 times. If we're gonna go for, this is just a capacity wise, so we would have these 3 carts trams. We would have one of them per train set. They do cost half the speed, half the price, but they go less than half the speed. So for 45,000, we would get 3 vehicles. It would be 3.5 vehicles because we have to have 4 then, or we have to have more trams for this, and they will have less than half the speed. So that means that if it's twice the speed, so that means that we're gonna have to have double the amount of trams. That would go to 90,000. So the cheapest trams, 3 of them, will go for 90,000. Sorry, 3.5 of them. So we would have to have 7 carts of these trams in order to be competitive with a train set. Is it 7? 3 would be 30. Why did we say 45? 3.5 is 35. My bad. It's 35. So we would have 70,000 to have 3 and 4 tram sets. So trams with 3 and 4 carts, we would have to have 7 of them in order to compensate for one train set. One train set, this Polish one, is about 50% more expensive, but we can only have one of them, so they consume less. We can see how much electricity they consume. Would be power, probably 350 kilowatts. Well, 7 of these is 700, so they consume twice the electricity. So even the maintenance of the trams would be twice as it was as train sets. I personally think that train sets are, first of all, cheaper in maintenance, electricity that they're gonna be required to use, and capacity and speed. We would have only 3 carts of this. Can you imagine, instead of one of these, having 7 trams? It would be a lot of trams. Of course, they would be connected together. That would be 3 and 4 carriages per tram instead of one train set. In this case, I will start probably with 3 train sets, and that would be equal to 21 trams, 21 tram carriages. They would be probably differently arranged. Probably I would want to go for 6 or 7 sets, so that would be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and that would be equally spaced out, somewhat equally spaced out between themselves, so they would supply enough people to the workplace. I prefer having 3 train sets, and I think in the long run they would be cheaper, because the maintenance, the electricity for them would be much cheaper. So we can calculate that as well. In the trams, we would have 21 of these. That would be 2,100 kilowatts, while with train sets, it would be 3 of them. Train sets, there will be 3 of them with 1,050. So twice the amount of electricity they would consume, the trams would consume. I think the trams don't belong in this game because they are not implemented well. Trams shouldn't be using these train tracks. They need tighter circles. They need to have. They need to be able to go over roads. Trams at the moment with this configuration and what we're doing here, they don't belong in this game. Trams, I would love to use them. I love trams. I love trains and trams, but I don't want to use them here. Trolley buses are, well, their own story. I don't like them because they're trolley buses. In real life, they're just buses with electricity. They use if you already have the electricity infrastructure for trams, why don't you just put rails in there? In the long run, it's more worth it. Why am I saying this? Because the trams are easier to maintain and they are cheaper to produce. I don't know if actually they're cheaper to produce, but easier to maintain and cheaper to maintain than trolley buses. They don't have tires, they have steel wheels that last longer. So yeah, in my book, I believe that trams are better than trolley buses. Anyway, so this is the only take I have on this. Yeah, I would love to see, like, currently with my calculations, my stupid calculations, I think that train sets are better than trams for transporting people. But I am willing to change my mind, and I will do, because I'm passionate about this, I will do more research. I will give it an honest assessment as well to see if trams have any purpose in this game. With these railroads, no, because it has to be separate from the road infrastructure and all that stuff. So I'm not happy about those, but in any other case, if they change the mechanics of the game that you can put railroad tracks on the roads and this kind of stuff, then I might use them. Anyway, the last thing, probably I'm gonna leave it for later. That would be electricity versus diesel. Is it? I think it is. Yeah, we can address this. We can. Whoa, that's a lot of money. We are exporting steel, so that's why money is there. Right. So whoa, perfect. We have this up and running, bridge is done, so we can start sending the vehicles across the river. The problem is we're gonna have to build the fuel station around here. Do I want to upgrade the roads first? Maybe yes, maybe not. Gravel, yeah. We're gonna need sooner or later. How much gravel do we have? Do we have enough gravel? Yeah, that's always tricky part, because we only have one of these. Probably we should also invest in gravel processing facility. I'm not sure if we have any gravel anywhere close here. This map is pretty it's pretty hard to find proper resources. Is this gravel? If I level, no, I don't think this is gravel. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gravel is... we can go for another dredger. I'm fine with having another dredger. I don't think I want to place it right next to this one. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but it doesn't matter. Right, so trains, electrical train versus diesel trains. Diesel trains have only one advantage over the electric trains, cheaper infrastructure, because they can carry their own fuel tank with themselves. That's it. I think this is where diesel trains advantage stops, because electricity is much cheaper. Electricity is much more powerful. The most, like, in average, as far as I did my research, in average, electric locomotives are 3 times more powerful than diesel locomotives. You can easily see that with the most powerful diesel and electric locomotives that are in common use. You can see, don't use those concept ones. I think the most powerful diesel locomotive in the world is some coal mine in China or something like that, iron mine in China that's transporting crap amount, like within a factory, transporting like huge amounts of iron ore or coal or something like that, doesn't matter. But the like normal ones that you can see everywhere, they're just weaker, period. I think that's reflected in the game as well. So if you go for the diesel locomotives, the most powerful one, probably the most valuable one, would be here currently. That would be 1965. The most powerful one is 1,500 kilowatts, 1,500, and electric ones would be, well, this is 4 times more powerful, but this is a game, so I don't want to go too much into this. But yeah, reality of the real world, I think the most powerful diesel locomotive we have in the game is less powerful than this. But again, this is a game. But anyway, fuel, the only thing that's different, and also the infrastructure for electric locomotives is more expensive. Yeah, that's the only benefit. I think that's the only benefit. If you have electric infrastructure already in place, there's absolutely no reason why you should be using diesel locomotives. But I love diesel. I love internal combustion engines. I love that, even though I'm an electrical engineer. But still, you know, I totally think that electricity is way to go, better, and you know, just for some kind of what's it called, demolition man movie, you know, I like the smell of diesel, even petrol. Anyway, pyromaniac. Anyway, let's do some stuff at least. Half an episode not wasted. I love these conversations and I'm gonna continue having them. But anyway, half of the episode we already did that. I'm gonna go and do some stuff around the cities. Again, we need to increase the population, and like I said, I have no issues of actually importing population anymore. So yeah, mentally Oolykee is grown up now, or big boy already grown up and all. Baby boy. Here we go, something like this. Off you go, let's construct it. Voila. This can be like this, that's fine. I'm gonna put some parks or something around here. School, yes, every district should have school. Julian is right here, and I appreciate his input. I will be doing this in the future. Schools can be constructed whatever they are, however they look. Capacity doesn't matter. However they look is important, but capacity doesn't matter. We're missing some monuments around here. I think I'm gonna start with them. What can we do here? Red Star Monument. It doesn't really matter. I don't mind about efficiency of this. Here it's form over function. This is the gist of it. If I miss it sometimes, hit me over the head with a shovel or something. If I miss form over function, if I misrepresent something, let's do it. You know what, I think I'll let them finish the footpaths first before I do anything like this. Again, this is the Chris's monstrosity, brutalist style architecture from London, London in England, in UK, and it's one of my favorite mods here, especially when you have flat grounds that you can place them on. Absolutely go for these. They have decent capacity, they look amazing, they have good quality of living, as any brutalist architecture should have. It's a good quality of living, and that's it. Okay, let's continue addressing the population issue, and let's see how many free apartments we have anywhere around here. So let's go and check out overlays. Free apartments, we have this, we have 3 kilometers, 120 here. Bear in mind that they are not connected yet. We don't have that much capacity, as you can see. We have one here and there, but here we have 32 and 44. That's because these guys were never connected. Oh, they built it on their own. Perfect. Okay, this is final look of the road, and I'm happy with this. Just remove it. I'm pretty sure that this bus stop now is more approachable to everybody. We will be building even better infrastructure. We need to upgrade this road over here. I'm gonna manually do this because I know Whale Tier loves this, and I'm definitely on Team Whale Tier. I will do it all the way like this, and I'm gonna do the middle part as well. I could have rebuilt all of this in one go, but no. Right, any other roads that need to be upgraded? Yes, the main roads around here need to be upgraded. Do I want to address it now? Maybe. Roads, let's offer them better alternative first. So these roads here, let's build that. I think, yeah, let's do bypasses first. This one, oh, this is modded. This one definitely can go. Please don't screw anything up. Please let me allow to connect it without any issues. Bang! In your face, game. There we go. They can access this through here. They can access this. No, I will not upgrade this one because they need access through this side. Everything else, I think it's fine. I'll upgrade this later, and this road here later. This is going to be the next thing we upgrade. Rest of the stuff around the city is fine. We can continue expanding the roads, but we need to see how much of a city we're going to grow. I would like to... what's the temperature outside? 17 degrees. Okay, I forgot to check the pollution. You can see a lot of pollution coming here around the radio station in these Talinkas. Not a lot, some pollution. I'm pretty sure when the heating plant is working even harder. It's working pretty damn hard. And this is another thing that we need to be aware of. What's the capacity of this heating plant? 1050 cubic meters of hot water. We can calculate this easily. I'm just gonna find all the buildings that are required here, and that would be the heat exchangers. So let's see, heat exchangers. We have 4 of them, that's it. We can't afford more. Why is that? Because each one of them has a capacity of 300 cubic meters of water, and we need their real capacity. At the moment, this one has too many connections. We're gonna address this one, see where it is, but it's overlapped, so this is fine. Up to 150%, that's fine. 33%, 60. This is perfect. These calculations are actually going to our hand. So this is 100 cubic meters. This is 200. That's 300. This is another 100 cubic meters. That's 400 cubic meters, and this one is 300. So we have 700 cubic meters of hot water being used at the moment. This is perfect. Did I miss this one? No, I didn't. Which one is the most used? This one is the most used. We can go for more heat exchangers just to have better coverage, but this is not gonna help us. Well, for better coverage, yes, but in general, it's not gonna help us because this heating plant can supply those buildings, and that's it. Sorry, these heat exchangers, and that's it. We can grow the city by 50% more, but that would be pushing it. Let's say 30% more, so that would be the amount of buildings, not really population, because some buildings that don't use... Whoa. Okay, that sucks. We didn't... missing supplies. Okay, let's... Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, this is gonna be better, but we need to put this... Oh, did I start on the distribution office? Where is it? I did start. I had to start. Did I start? Yeah, I did. No, this is the... Oh, this is the distribution office. Yeah. We need to start this distribution office and then distribute this food elsewhere. Sorry about the voice today, and sorry about all the bad stuff. Oh, if you didn't consider subscribing and liking and all that stuff. I always forget that, and I probably should. Anyway, the heat exchanger is the heating plant is spewing smoke all the way to here, but that gives us space around here to let's say half of this empty slot. This is a prime land because it's close to the train station, so I would like to construct some apartments around here. I will go the whole 9 yards or something. I don't know what the proper thing to say here is, but something like that. And I will go for this one, so we can start on the rest of the infrastructure. They can construct this, and let's start building some residential areas here. I want darn it. No, I need big capacity because we're gonna need a lot of people to be transported here. So we're gonna have to increase capacity or population around the town center, around the train station. But bear in mind that this train station is sending all of its workers 100% after 1 hour they're waiting. They're sending it to a bus station. So technically we are supplying both of these stations at the same time. This is why I would like to have one mixture bus / train station in the city center. But it can be train station, but it has to have more bus park, like a train station with a lot of bus parks. I think know there are some mods like this there, but anyway, I need to find out what's the best way of getting these workers from here, from let's say this building here. What's the best way of getting workers from here to this train station without walking? How can you transport workers to a station that is not in walking distance? Yeah, so I can build tell them that from these stations they need to go there, and then if they go to this station they will go to the train station, or on the other hand, if they have to take a bus, public bus, they will go to this station and they're gonna go and find a work on the train station. Because I don't want to grow cities around the train stations and bus stations. But we might have to, I'm not really sure. We'll see. Anyway, buildings that I wanted to construct here, I wanted to high quality, but also we need a high density. So let's see if we can find something over 90% quality. Why quality? Because it's next to the Secret Service or Secret Police, and we're gonna need this for our Secret Service to be well taken care of. We need them to be happy. Okay, Ampere House. Ooh, that's not bad. I don't like that it has passage through it, but Ampere houses are not bad. We can do the neighborhood of Ampere houses around here, even if it's gonna be in a pollution zone. That wouldn't be bad. 1920s residential tower. No. Do we have any other bigger? Ampere brick house medium. Quality 94%. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. This is it. This is what we need. Darn it, we can't connect it to the road. It doesn't have to be connected to the road. Does it have to be? No. It doesn't have to be. Let's go like this. Ampere house. We're gonna build the road first. Let's go build in a little bit more space. Oh, perfect. We placed it. What about the second one? Ampere neighborhood. What's this? Perfect. Absolutely exactly what I wanted. Let's go for a second building. I didn't take this into account, but I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Perfect. And I can do something like this. Next Ampere house. Like this. Or the same one. Like this. Maybe even here. Yeah, maybe. And then kindergarten in the middle or something like that. Let's build this one here, and then can we place... It's gonna be a lot of squeezing in, and I know that Olgala loves this. Yeah, you can see that the road is gonna be on the wrong side as well. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's just build it nicely, like this. Let's not overdo it. Corner house, yeah, I need that one. Rotate it 3 times, and just like this. Maybe even all the way here. Yeah, I don't see any problems with this. All the way here, we're gonna have a lot of space. We can start on the road construction. We can start on this building straight away. Do I want to? I don't know. The problems. Ooh. This is actually quite a tricky question. Do I want to start on these right now? Oh, look at this. This doesn't look like it's smooth. Let's see if I can smooth this out. Smooth and right click. Okay, a little bit better, but let's see if I can... No. There we go. Now we can connect these buildings, but I would like to have other infrastructure in place first. So let's see if we're gonna be in walking distance to here. I think I wanted this. Straight away, start on these. I'll implement the other stuff later on. I think this is fine for now. They can start this. We're gonna go for this housing for important people. Maybe this was supposed to be on the opposite side. Yeah, definitely. Ah, but the access to this is wrong. Yeah, this building is wrongly placed. Sorry about that. But anyway, let's see how many messages. Jesus, how many messages can we get? Like, seriously, it's like half an hour episode. I understand. Can I? Oh, darn it. I overextended. My bad, guys. I built like well tier and 3 cities straight away, which we shouldn't have done. But anyway, we did it. We did it anyway. Over 21s living with their parents? No, we don't have any. There are still we have adequate housing and we are populating everything. I think everything is working perfectly fine. I'm really happy with it. Look at this. They're expanding. They're expanding with like a virus. Like a virus. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here because we are preparing slowly to start building the railroad here. I just wanted to financially to get us back on our feet, which we are doing. We have enough steel. We replenished all the steel reserves. We even started exporting steel. That's fine. But if we start making these railroads, that's gonna require a lot of, well, that's gonna require a decent amount of steel. We're gonna start probably on that in the next episode. But until then, I'm gonna tell you, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.